Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Dani Mantilla y estamos aquí en San Sebastián en un set patrocinado por Legado Ibérico en el que vamos a entrevistar a talento nacional e internacional en colaboración con Fred Film Radio. Tenemos también con nosotros a Sole de la Rosa, cortadora oficial de este set, pero volveremos allá más tarde. Vamos a hablar de la película de inauguración del festival, Emmanuelle, y tenemos aquí con nosotros a su directora, Audrey Diwan. Welcome.
Hello.
Noémie Merlant, welcome. Chacha Huang, que habla español también, pero vamos a hacer la entrevista en inglés. Bienvenida.
Hola a todos.
Emmanuelle, we were talking about if you were nervous before the premiere tonight, because it's the first time that you're going to watch the film with an audience. How does it feel to bring Emmanuelle to San Sebastián?
I don't expect anything else that very various kind of response to the movie because I convene. I'm sorry, I hear the music
It's
of my trailer, so it's really. I have Emmanuelle all around me. I mean, when you convene intimacy and when you ask people what they think about sexual scenes, they all answers with their own life in a way. So I expect very different kind of answers.
What about you, Naomi? Because you have been here a few times already.
I mean, I'm very excited because I don't know. I can't wait to see the reaction of people and discuss about the movie also because I think that there is people who will be so pleased and to have this experience. And since it's a new experience of erotism, there will be others that are, what is this? And I want to discuss with them also.
That's the best way to portray it.
What about you, Chacha? Because this is your first time here in San Sebastián.
Yes, as I'm living in Madrid, for me, it's a pleasure because we're talking about a lot of pleasures in the movie. It's a pleasure for me to be here in a city so close to where I live, and can be part of Emmanuelle is like a dream, and in such a interesting project with two talented and very professional, very caring, very lovely ladies. Yes, just so excited for the premiere for tonight because I haven't watched the movie yet, so it's gonna be amazing for me as well to finally watch the whole film.
That's cool. Audrey, there were a lot of expectations about what you were going to do after happening. Why Emmanuelle? Why this story, a new take on a classic?
Because the last thing I wanted after happening was comfort. So I think I found the right topic. Because it gave me the opportunity to ask myself about pleasure in general in society. I was not that interested by Emmanuelle, but more by the question that Emmanuelle brings, you know. What is pleasure in our society? What kind of space we leave to women's pleasure? And if we explore it together, can I share that experience with women if the character reconnect to their own sensation, but also with men?
Noemi, what was your first reaction when Audrey approached you with this film?
First, it was, oh, Audrey, I admire your work so much, and the happening also. And then, oh, she wants to explore erotism. And for me, there is so much to do and to say. Even there was a lot of movies and pornography and sex movies, that exist. But there is a lake of erotism through the eyes of a woman, inside the body and the brain of a woman. So I was so into it. When I first read the script, I was, oh God, it's so clever to start and risky also to start with a woman who doesn't get pleasure because completely disconnected, because she only think about giving pleasure to the others, because we are in a society where there is so much diktats and we are looking for a quick pleasure, and it's sick in a way. And how we found with her the real pleasure, and how we found with her the real connection with Emmanuelle. That's why I wanted to do it. Even if everybody was scared around me, telling me, "Why you do this? It's risky," and I was, yes, that's why I do it.
Chacha, how do you feel? What do you feel is the difference when you have a female filmmaker doing this kind of story? Because, for example, Emmanuelle is 50 years old. It had a male filmmaker, and for so much time, we had Adrian Lyne, we had Verhoeven, but now we have women talking about female pleasure.
Well, I think in a patriarchal society we're living, it's really important to have female gaze in filming or in general. And for example, my role Zelda is such a bold and yet caring person who is so brave, take life as it comes. She just take everything. She's just brave to do everything, and I like her so much because she's so inspiring. And this relationship she has with Manuel and teaches her or guide her to find her own and pleasure in a sense is self-love as well. I think it's really generous as well, and this is a character who is a call girl. I think in the conventional film it would be portrayed in a very different way, but as my character is portrayed in this innovational version of this, like brave, modern, and free spirit. I think there is a female gaze behind it, of course, and that's why here we are here with Emmanuel, and I think it's amazing. We have different perspective of value and just different ways to see like sex or erotism, friendship, and self-love.
Audrey, there are a lot of sexual encounters in the film. How did you plan those scenes? Did you leave them for the end? Maybe at the beginning of the shoot? It didn't matter. And did you use an intimacy coordinator?
Yeah, I mean, we would love to be able to decide when and how we're going to make scenes in order to make it more comfortable for everybody, but this is not going that way. So we shoot it when we had the set, basically. So we need to be ready before the shooting, and I really enjoyed everything we did before. So yes, we had an intimacy coordinator, but we talked a lot about what we expect. What is the meaning of the sequence? Because they're a part of the story. How do we want to build the story with them and around them? What are we going to try to do? What kind of sensations? Which is related to how long it needs to last. So using time and all the tools we have to define something that is part of the story. We were so well prepared. We talked so much about it, and the actors know that they have the power on my set. They are in control in a way, and they are so in control that they can decide to let it go, to explore more. So I felt that we've created something who looks like freedom.
Noemi, how do you feel about the way we are discussing sex nowadays? Because sometimes it feels like younger audiences reject it, but at the same time, Instagram is really people are show a lot of them in Instagram in their social networks. How do you feel about this discussion of sex nowadays, 2024?
Comment on dit ça? Sane? Sense? Huh? Healthy. When we discuss about a topic, a subject like this, because sex is so important in life in general for a lot of people, and we represent it and we live it in life since ever in a sick way in a bit, because most of the time the dynamic is not, is domination or objectivation. Or I think it's the first time we really talk about it. It's the first time. So some people are scared, some people doesn't know how to talk about it. It takes time, so it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of this exploration with this new gaze, which is, I think, a very good and healthy gaze. So I don't know.
It's quite new as well. The discussions in the French industry about power, sex. We saw it in Cannes this year with the late awakening of the Me Too. Do you think we are seeing progress, real progress in France?
Yeah, the main reason I think there is progress is that for a very long time we would never discuss that topic. So as long as we are talking about it as a matter, I think we are already on the right direction. It doesn't mean that we don't have still a lot to do. But yeah, I think the way we try to participate is also by making that movie, we discover that there is a strong connection in between consent and excitement. So we discovered things that we wanted to show and share with the audience. And when I say an audience, when we talk about female pleasure, we also intend to share it with men. I mean, we spend our lives being able to project our feelings on men experience. So we know it works. And we would like to reverse that process by explaining how it works in a way in our body. And maybe try to see if it makes if you feel something out of it as well.
Noemi, was a challenge for you, for all of you, to make of Emmanuelle a feminist take. Like, no one would say that the first film would be feminist.
Actually, they said the movie,
Really? Yes.
the book was feminist.
The book was feminist.
The book was considered back then. I don't say the book is feminist, but
Was it that appealing for you to like retell a story so popular as Emmanuelle and make it different, make it more new?
but sorry to interrupt, but when you're doing that, I always feel that I can only be defined by comparison. I mean, when I say we decided to go our own way, people are still going to do. So what you want to do is reverse the process of the movie of 74. And I keep saying, no, I haven't seen it. So please hear me out. When I say I am not trying to reverse or make it be different, but saying with my own voice, and our voice is what we think about pleasure right now, this is the project.
And one very quick question. I want to ask you, Audrey, about your experience in the French committee selecting Emilia Perez, because there was a lot of expectation after last year. How did you live it?
Very interesting. I mean, I'm strictly not allowed to say what were the debates, but I can say that we feel we have a strong chance, and I say we, and that's the beauty of it, because suddenly we, as the whole country, with one hope is to see Jacques Audiard's winning.
I love the film, so I hope
Thank
it do
you
well.
very much.
And now we're going to end, but I know that Noemi loves
want to
Spanish
go eat the
ham.
ham. I want
Por
to go
favor,
hit the-
Sole.
This is erotism.
Yeah, in a way.
This
is
is porn
pleasure.
food, actually. So you eat
Just me?
in front of the camera.
If you want, please have it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One last question: who would you like to share, like tapa of ham? Any filmmaker, any director, actress, actor?
Sorry.
Like to share a moment, to know them, and maybe share a tapa. Someone you admire.
Filmmaker. Oh, there are so many. I mean, I'm blessed because, I mean, there are many that I can't meet because they're dead. But as an actress, I was lucky enough to spend time with Julianne Moore. Talking about actresses, I really like Kristen Stewart. Who do you say? Who do you like?
Yorgos Lanthimos, I would like to discuss with him.
Paul Thomas Anderson. I think I could spend a moment with Paul Thomas.
I think mine must be Pedro Almodóvar, and his film is here in
He's
San
going to be
Sebastián.
here in a few
You
days.
may have that chance, though.
Yes, I hope he likes Jabón anyway.
I'm sure he does. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Sabéis que podéis ver Emmanuelle. Sorry. No. Podéis ver Emmanuelle en los cines a partir del 20 de septiembre o estos días en San Sebastián. Y seguimos con más entrevistas en kinótico.es, la primera con K, la segunda con C. Gracias.
Thank you.